Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. It's December 25th in Alabama. It's what they call down here is bitter cold, which means it's in the 30s. So anybody back up north, stop laughing. For Thanksgiving, we made pie out of pumpkins. Well, wanted to blow something up, but I got stuck on the word up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an appropriately dressed for Alabama Santa gnome, and we're going to see how far up we can send him with a 1-pound charge of tannerite. We're recording this time instead of using a phone. One of my Christmas presents was this brand new Hero 5 Black GoPro. So that we can record at 120 frames a second, 1080p, which means that we should be able to, when we edit, slow down the actual explosion and see how high we can send this gnome. Merry Christmas. Okay, so here's our setup. One appropriately dressed for Alabama Santa gnome. Charged tannerite, and a nice little stump just to keep everything off the ground. Got it sitting in front of our steel target rig here. Fixing to go back 100 yards. Put around 308 right through that charged tannerite. See if we can make Santa fly. Okay, so after action report, we looked for Santa. We couldn't find him. Looking at the replay, we saw at least a piece of Santa fly up and bounce off of that tree up here. Did not see where it came back down. That was the stump that we shot Santa off of. We found bits of Santa's clothing and the poof ball off of Santa's hat, but no Santa. So we knew he went flying, or at least pieces of him did. And that's kind of a downer. So, to make ourselves feel better, we also have an elf, and we're going to set the elf up, and then we're going to send it flying. So, I'll let you explain what you have against Elf on the Shelf and why you want to detonate him.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and of course the Fig family. As you can see here, we have an elf, although not currently on a shelf. As you know, the story goes, the elf on the shelf is supposed to sit on a shelf and watch the little kids. And whenever those kids are naughty, they go tell Santa. Well, needless to say, I've had one too many elf talk to Santa about me. So this time, I'm sending a special message. I say to this elf, report this to Santa.
Okay, after action report number 2. 2 stumps up, 2 stumps down. You might notice some of this white fuzzy stuff around here. Just in general, that's what's left of the elf. Also like you to know that we're going to edit out our frustration. Apparently Tannerite is a little more sensitive, or a lot less sensitive in the cold. I hit the jar 6 times before it went off. Bernil hit it twice. We had to dead center it just to get it to go off. But in the end, Santa flew, or at least pieces of him, and
the
elf on the shelf isn't reporting anything in the near future. Okay, just to wrap up, Santa went flying. Elf on the shelf is gone. Pulled 2 stumps out of the yard. They're gone. Still nice and crisp here in Alabama. I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. We celebrate things a little bit differently, but that's okay. If you're wondering why I'm sitting here with my phone, one of the interesting things about this new camera my wife got me for Christmas is I'm actually turning it on and off and looking at myself, looking at the camera in my phone. It's kind of cool. So have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Just remember, Jesus loves you, and we love you too.